Write down your goals. How many here have heard that before? Write down your goals. We've all heard it, but you know what? Most of us haven't done it yet. And I ask people all the time, have you written down your goals? Have you written down your goals? And people say, not really, not in a long time. It's been a while. I haven't gotten around to it yet. And what is the number one excuse I hear why people have not written down their goals? What do you think the number one excuse is? Too busy, don't have the time. Now, side note, how many here readily admit that you waste at least 15 or 20 minutes a day? All right? So don't tell me you don't have time to write your goals. I mean, the kind of goal setting I'm talking about, you could be done with it in 15 minutes. If you sit down, think about what you really want, just start writing down some ideas, that's goal setting in writing. That's putting your goals in writing. But most people make the excuse, I'm too busy, I don't have the time, and all these other lame excuses, and they really don't serve you. So, I think one of the reasons a lot of people don't write down their goals is because they haven't been taught the importance. Why is it so darn important to write down your goals? Well, the reason I buy into the idea is for this. How many of you have heard of the movie The Secret, Think and Grow Rich, The Power of the Mind, The Law of Attraction, whatever? You've all taken in one form or another the power of positive thinking and the power of using the mind. What they all teach is what we think about, what we focus on, what we dwell upon, we attract into our lives, right? Now, if your goals are written down and you actually read them, what's going to happen right away? You're going to start thinking about it. They're going to go in your mind right away. You'll start thinking about them, which is activating the law of attraction. The challenge is when people don't have their goals written down, they don't think about them except for whenever they happen to randomly appear in their mind. Do you want to base your goals on random thoughts that come and go, or do you want to program yourself for success? And I think most of us want greater success. We need to make sure that we're focused on the goals, and that's why it is so darn important to write it down. Get yourself a 3x5 card, 5x7 card, if you want a full 8.5x11. I like cardstock because it's a little bit thicker. And at the top of the card, you write Secret 7, and you just write down your 7 most important goals on that card. Now, first of all, why do we say Secret 7? Well, you don't want to share the goals with too many people. You start sharing the goals around with everybody, you're bound to have somebody say, let me see those goals, man. Exercise every other day for 20 minutes a day. Are you kidding me, man? You haven't done a day exercise in your life. You're not going to do that one. Oh, make $100,000 a year? I don't think you've ever made 60. What makes you think you're going to make 100,000? Oh, quit smoking? Are you kidding me? You've been smoking since you're 13 or 14. You're not going to do that one. Oh, lose 30 pounds? Are you kidding me? You've been fat your whole life. You're not going to do that one. Stop telling people your goals. So many people, they're so quick to tell them this and that, and then what do people want to do? A lot of negative people, they want to tell you why you can't do it, why you can't be it, why you can't have it, why that's not going to work for you, how the odds are against you, and all this negative stuff. If you want to achieve big greatness in your life and to achieve some big goals, you got to seal out the negative and focus on the positive. And when you write your goals down, you think about them, you focus on them, you dream about them, that's the impetus to get it to skyrocket to the next level. So how many of you here are committed to at least writing down a few goals before you go to bed tonight? Easy. That's all you have to do. And if you do that, like even just one goal a day, write down one, the next day write down another. Now, when you have your Secret 7 card completed with those 7 goals on it, what I recommend you do, get yourself 6 more blank ones and go ahead and rewrite the list, okay? If you're too lazy, go ahead and photocopy it. And then the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. My new mantra, in sight and in mind. So if you're, you could be using these all. I visualize the goals as if I've already got them. That is the key. That is the missing step a lot of people don't do. They say, I want a new BMW. And then they visualize a BMW. That is not what you want to see. What do you want to see? You driving it. You're in it. You're looking out the windshield. You're connecting. More importantly, you're connecting with the feeling than the object. You want to get in touch with the feeling you would have if you actually achieved that result in real life. And that's what the Olympians do when they're visualizing. They're getting in touch with the feeling of winning, of swimming that much to win. Do you know what Michael Phelps... I don't usually tell this in public, but I'm going to tell you here today. Here's what I do. I get on my elliptical, which creates what in the brain? When you start doing exercise, what happens? Endorphins start flowing. So I pump myself up with some endorphins. The other thing I do, I put some music on that moves me. Have you ever listened to some songs, some music, like that beat just moves me? I mean, it could bring tears to your eyes. That's the kind of music that I find. I build up a playlist. I put it on my listening device. I have some good, high-quality headphones. So while I've got myself going with some endorphins, I've got this music that moves me emotionally. And in that whole process, I start to visualize my goals, visualize my dreams as if they're already happening. And the part that I talked about, I get in touch with the feeling of already having these things, and the combination of the endorphins, the music that's moving me, and the vision of what I see happening in my life in the future gets me so emotionally moved that seriously, tears start coming out of my eyes. It's tears of joy. If you go to my gym, you'll see tear stains all over the gym floor. Tears of joy, of course. And the first time my wife saw me doing that, she's like, are you okay? Are you hurt? What's the matter? Are you all right? And I explained the whole thing to her. And now she come walking by. Keep on crying, Michael, keep on crying, because she knows all the amazing things that have come out of it. So if you really want to take your life to the next level, I will tell you action step number 4 is one of those keys. So put it into action in your life. Make sense? Yes. Great.